So next up I want to talk about the add and replace modes in our animation layers. So we have this character walking here, and let's say we want to make some changes to his arms. Okay, so I'm going to select his arm controls here, and I'm going to create a new layer. So let's just call his arms. Okay, so now we've got our animation and that looks exactly the same, but now we've got an animation layer that contains all of these objects. So right now the default is additive mode, so when we select our layer, you can see here we've got a clean timeline for each of these objects, and obviously we can animate, and that will animate on top of our arm swing. But if we set this to be replace, now that animation is totally replaced. So what we can do, we can come in here and we can pose our arms. Let's say he's going to be like a zombie or something, and he's got his arms out in front. So that's replaced that animation completely. So if we start to now use this, we can see we can blend back into our original, with 0% being obviously the same as turning that off. So if we wanted to blend from, let's say this is 100, let's keyframe this 0, let's make another key at 120, and then at this point 140, we'll set that to be 0. So now you can see we've replaced it, and then that blends back into the original. So it means, you know, with these different modes we can create new animations based off our original and easily blend it back in. It's a really nice way of creating variation. I can always bake that down as well once we're finished. Should also say here that we have the opportunity to select our objects within our layers here, which is really handy because, you know, you create a layer, move on to something else, come back to it, and you want to actually just be able to select all of these. So we can do all that within this panel. It makes it really easy. Likewise, we can say, you know, actually we only want our left arm to be in this, so we can remove these objects of the right arm, and now we've just got our original animation back on our left arm, and we're just raising that right arm. So what we can also do is we can add objects into that. So let's say we want this foot here to stop working, or we want to add it to this layer. So at the moment we've got that moving forwards and backwards. If we add that, you can see there we're using the same weight curve here, and it stops moving and then blends back into the original. It's just really easy to add and remove those objects.